The Loud House is Nickelodeon's newest cartoon at this time. This series is about a middle child named Lincoln Loud who lives with 10 sisters, 5 younger sisters and 5 older sisters. As the title suggests, the house is noisy with 11 children causing chaos inside. So this was the show I was looking forward to for several months. The pilot for The Loud House happened in 2013, and I discovered about it in 2015. The premise is about living in a big family, and while that's not the most original premise out there, let's face it, the sisters themselves will grab attention to this series. That was the biggest hook. There is quite a lot to like about this show instead of just the sisters. First of all, I really enjoy the animation. The characters move very smoothly. They stretch and squash and take advantage of being an actual cartoon. The creator of The Loud House, Chris Savino, was inspired by comics, and the artwork does look like something you see in the Sunday Funnies, especially in the backgrounds. But overall, the animation and art style is definitely a pro for this series. Another thing I believe many people will enjoy about The Loud House is how relatable it can be when it comes to living in a family. In this show, the siblings will argue and fight in some occasions, but they're still a family and they do love each other. So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about the sisters, shall we? So one can say that the characters are pretty much one note. You can describe these sisters in 3 words or less. Lisa is smart, Luann loves jokes, Luna loves music, Lynn loves sports, and Lily is the baby. You see, just like that. However, I do appreciate the different personalities these sisters have, and while we're into the show pretty early at this time, I do want to see plenty of episodes involving these sisters individually, instead of all being together in one group. Now, are there some flaws in The Loud House? Well, to be honest, it really depends on you. As for me, as there is much to like about this show, I wouldn't call this series perfect, and I wasn't expecting it to be. If there is one thing that does annoy me a bit, it's Clyde's crush on Lori. It's something I wouldn't mind much, but I've seen this kind of thing before. A young boy in love with an older girl. There's a few examples of this already in some cartoons. Clyde loves Lori because she's pretty. That's really it. And I guess I can't blame him. But Lori already has a boyfriend, so maybe some conflict may happen later in the show. As for the humor itself, well, this show isn't afraid to go into toilet humor. In fact, one episode is about finding out which sibling clogged the toilet. Trust me, it's better than it sounds. One could say that this is pretty much typical Nickelodeon humor, but to be honest, I personally don't mind it. Yeah, you'll get some scenes of Lily having a dirty diaper, but the humor hasn't bothered me, really, and I did get a few chuckles watching the episodes I've seen so far. And I think that's all I wanted to say about The Loud House. Overall, I do like this show. The premise is interesting, the animation is fluid, and the characters themselves bring me into watching this show. Could this be Nickelodeon's best show in a while? Well, that depends on you. What are your thoughts about The Loud House? Was it better than you expected, or did you find this show to be pretty underwhelming? That's all I have to say today, and I'll see you guys later.